your car payment and what do you drive?
$2,000 a month. I drive Chevys, of course.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
Actually, I have two cars that I have currently paid off, and my new vehicle is a 2024 Chevy Silverado RST 3.0 diesel, and it's $935 a month.
This is the highest payments we've ever seen. It's our sales manager, Shaq. What's the highest payment you've ever seen?
Probably 4,800 to 84 months.
What's the highest payment you ever seen?
4,100.
What's the highest payment you ever seen?
3,250.
Jeez. Alejandro, what's the highest payment you've ever seen?
4,300 on the lease.
Jeez. What's the highest payment you ever seen?
About $3,200 on a V-Series Escalade.
Ooh. All right. What's the highest payment you ever seen?
The highest payment that I've ever seen is $4,400. This young lady, she purchased a 2024 Cadillac Escalade V.
Drive a 2025 G-Wagon, this one will set you back $156,000. Let's use the 24-10 rule to figure that out together. You're gonna put 20% down, which means that your monthly payment is $28.81 per month. After doing research online, the average insurance and maintenance per month is $391.25. That means your payment is $3,272 per month. We're gonna multiply that by 10 to get our monthly income. Multiply that by 12, and we need to make close to $392,000 per year in order to comfortably afford a G-Wagon.
Hey guys, it's Destined to Drive. Today we have Miss Rihanna approved on this 2022 Chevy Malibu. Miss Rihanna, how was your experience?
It was actually a great experience. Pretty speedy, very quick, very efficient.
How did you get here?
I actually took a flight. I got up at 1 a.m., flew from Kansas at 6 a.m., and I made it.
Miss Rihanna put $12,000 down. Miss Rihanna, how much are you paying a month?
I'm paying about $976 for 84 months currently.
If you're in the market for a vehicle and you don't know where to start, just shoot me a DM at Destined to Drive and we'll get you driving off to the...
I'm literally so embarrassed to talk about this. I bought a car at an astronomical interest rate because, first of all, I don't know any better. And my aunt didn't know because my family always bought their cars in cash. So nobody knew about what it was like to take out a loan on a freaking car. So long story short, I pay the bank that like thousands of dollars in like one chunk payment. Lo and behold, I didn't know that you have to actually call their finance department and let them know you want that, say, $10,000 to go towards the principal of your freaking loan. So apparently I still have so much to pay on my car, but they literally took half of it as finance charges. Like, what? This is illegal. It should be illegal.
We stop making real cars and instead make them out of plastic with no frame whatsoever and sell them for insane prices. For example, take a look at this Hyundai right here. It's brand new 2024 and they have it priced out at $49,424. It's absurd how little $50,000 gets you nowadays for a new car. So for the average price of 1 year's salary, you get the cheapest plastic interior and most unreliable vehicle known to man. It's like they've completely lost their minds with this. Who's buying a Hyundai or a Kia for over 50 grand these days? If we even look back to like 2018, these same exact models were selling for roughly half the price. It's like over the course of a couple years, Hyundai went from knowing their place to now being a luxury car brand. Basically, it's easy to imagine that in another 5 years or so, if this continues, a new Hyundai could cost well over $100,000. And the worst part is these cars, they age like milk. They do not last.
This is a 2025 Subaru Outback. It will not let me actually open my climate control unless I open the camera on my phone, and then it will let me push all the buttons. And then I turn the camera off and it closes it back.
This is so ghetto. Wake up! Like, I can drive? What the heck?
Iconic years ago that we thought were bulletproof, and now this is what's replacing them. I don't care if it's Hyundai or Kia or Honda or Ford or Chevy or Dodge, all the offerings they have in 2018, 19, 20, 23, they're getting to be junk. I've talked to some of my friends, Cameron from DC Motor Works, or even Johnny the Car Ninja, and how we frequently talk about how the newer cars, Mercedes, Audi, it doesn't matter the brand. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. There's so many plastic parts on them, and the engines are designed basically to fail. They're making the timing chains, the turbos, the parts, all the different things on it. They tweak it with their engineering to say this will last 100,000 miles. That's good. We don't need to go any further. We don't put another dime into it because the CEOs need their $50 million bonus at the end of the year, and we don't dare cut into that.
And all of its subsidiaries have decided to go full enshittification with advertisements that pop up on the car dashboard every single time that you stop. Basically, every single time you stop your Jeep brand car, an advertisement is going to pop up, and the only way to turn it off is to continue to drive again, or as the support says, you can always click the X in the corner. So this decision was made by Stellantis, which is the parent company of Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, and a whole bunch of other common vehicles. So what they've decided to do is introduce full screen pop-up ads on its infotainment system. And these ads appear every single time the vehicle comes to a stop. You stop at a red light, ad. You stop because somebody walked in front of you, ad. You park the car, ad. You get stuck in traffic, ad.
So we got the new Charger out, and we got the sport mode on, and here is the new augmented exhaust noise.
It's so silly to me.
There's a little slot that says insert man card right here.
Pretty much.
Rev it up, Jeffrey. There's your speaker. Exhaust speaker. Doesn't blow smoke, it just blows speaker noises. Boo, Dodge, boo! You got a boo from the Mopar man. Boo!
U.S. companies GM and Ford are undergoing a series of embarrassing recalls and investigations over their shoddy car production. Almost 1 million GM vehicles are under investigation following reports that the engine can suddenly seize up and stop working without any warning. One of the models under investigation for the engine failures is the Silverado pickup truck pictured behind me. This was GM's bestseller in the U.S. last year and the second best-selling vehicle in the United States overall. The Escalade, Tahoe, Suburban, and Yukon are also some of the other models that are currently under investigation. Now, for its part, Ford has been forced to recall over 270,000 vehicles due to battery failure. In the Ford Bronco Sport and Maverick models, the 12-volt battery may suddenly experience degradation and just fail.
And buying a mid-sized pickup truck, but now this can't be any worse. I mean, look at this, $50,000 for a mid-sized pickup truck. What is this? Like, why are you gonna pay $50,000 for a Chevy Colorado? I didn't even pay anywhere close to that for my Silverado last year. That's wicked. And you're gonna get the same MPG as a full-size pickup truck, basically. That's wicked. And then you get, what, the tiny little bed? Tiny little bed. Granted that this is bigger than the last generation, so I'll give it that for like the back seat and stuff. But at this point though, why wouldn't you just buy a full-size pickup truck? All right, let's see what like a steel wheel base model is. Almost 40K for a base model? Wow.
Under engines blowing up isn't something I imagined I'd see headlines about, but apparently it is a real issue. Honda is recalling another 720,000 vehicles, and this comes just after they recalled 1.7 million earlier this month for a steering issue. Toyota is recalling over 500,000 trucks and SUVs due to axle failures and a weird transmission.
Are getting, and how new these vehicles are that are getting repossessed by the banks and being sold at the auction. All these are repos, all brand new cars. You got Chargers, Scat Packs, Mercedes, Genesis, Range Rovers, Range Rover, trucks, Teslas, 2010, 2012. These are 2019, 2020s and up that are getting repo. People are barely had these cars for a year, maybe less, maybe more, and the banks are picking them up and selling them at the auctions for a fraction of what they bought it for. High interest loans, people bailing out of their auto loans because they can't even.
Stupid financial decisions. And this one right here was my ridiculously stupid financial decisions. This is a 2024 RAV4 that I bought last year, brand new in 2024, February. So exactly 1 year ago, I bought this car. I went in, did the trade-in, told the guy, you know what, I'm in your hands. You've proven to me and my family, because he's also sold to my family, that you are an honest salesman. We trust in you completely. He sold this car to me, put 14% interest rate, and snuck in a couple of other things, him and the finance guy. So I'm paying $63,000 for this car, 72 months, or about $800 a month. All thanks to the fine salesman in West Kendall Toyota, Miami. Not only that, they've screwed over my brother and my dad, somebody that we completely trusted in, that I don't know why we thought it would be wise.
Worse and worse. We see more crappy work coming out of these boat manufacturers. I don't think they like us here too much because we're kind of like exposing the things of these boats, and they kind of heard us talking. So they're like playing music so we don't get to record. We don't care because we're going to bring you the truth. We're at the Orlando Boat Show. We're uncovering things that the boat manufacturers don't want you to see. We did the dirty work. We went into the bilges. We stuck our heads in the consoles. We reached into places that we're not supposed to see what's wrong with these boats. And we made some shocking discoveries, as you're going to see, right? And we want to share them with you.
When did the car market get cooked? People are getting $1,800 a month car payments for 84 months, and that's normal? Like, this person is financing $102,000 and then paying $54,000 in interest over the lifetime of this car note. And again, it's 12.74% for 84 freaking months. Now, we just got the latest data on auto loan delinquencies, and you can see right here that over the past decade, auto loan delinquencies are up about double what they were 10 years ago.
60-day delinquencies. And what we're showing you here is average transaction prices, which, by the way, at more than $48,000, that's what you and I are paying at a dealership on average, almost at a record high. According to Experian, 60-day auto loan delinquencies at an all-time high of 0.99% of all open loans that they were checking. 30-day auto delinquencies also close to a record high, highest since the recession in 2008 and 2009.
Maserati you were trying to get rid of. Break it down for me if you don't.
It is $20K upside down, you told me. I have great credit, so it's like $750. I do have money down, but obviously based on the situation I talked to you about, I would like to not put so much down if I don't have to, just because I don't know what the future looks like right now.
So you owe around $41,000. Wholesale on that car is between, like I said, that range is going to be between $20,000 to maybe $23,000 on the top end. So you are $20,000 upside down. Here's the problem, right? You got great credit, you got good income. I know you're trying to move. The problem is unless you put a significant amount of money down, your negative equity is going to transfer over to a different car. So then if you're buying a newer car, it's going to depreciate. That will put you in an even worse situation because typically you'll have more negative equity. So it's just like eating this consistent. It's just if you ever, any lesson you take from this, never buy a Maserati. Always lease it.
I learned that.
Never buy a Maserati.
It's horrible. I had a Ghibli and I had this one, but the Ghibli crashed. I got in an accident on my way back from Texas, and it was considered totaled because it was so expensive to fix minor little issues.
Right.
It was just scratched, but it cost more than what it was worth.
Single. I live in Austin, Texas. The home prices out here are astronomical. I'm in baby step 3B. I've saved up about $50,000 for that down payment, and I have about $10,000 in an emergency fund. And my good buddy Roy has been saying for a long time, Kevin, no one is going to want to date you when you're driving that old Honda Accord. You need to get you a sports car.
What?
Your good buddy Roy is an idiot.
Oh, man.
I love Roy. I really do.
I do too, but Roy don't know how to pick a woman. If a woman is going to come to you because of the car you drive, you're not going to get much of a woman.
Oh, man.
That's a word.
I pretty much agree with you. Wisdom in a multitude of counsels. I'm going around.
Dude, I was on my third date with my wife in a 1974 Monte Carlo, and I was telling her that I had $2 to my name. And I was telling her someday I'm going to be a millionaire, and we went across the railroad tracks and the muffler fell off my car.
But this
a $40,000 car that we absolutely could not afford and had to trade it in 9 months later. In 2021, we walked into a car dealership in Kansas City and we walked off the lot with a 2021 Toyota Highlander that we absolutely could not afford. We had zero business buying that car, but yet somehow they still let us walk off the lot with it. We were making decent money and getting by at that time. I had a 1-year-old and I was pregnant with my second daughter and needed a mom car. No, I didn't, newsflash. About 6 months after that, we moved to Montana and pretty much started over our entire lives. So we couldn't afford that payment anymore. We were paying $750 a month for this car. And to put that in perspective, our mortgage in Kansas City was $850. Everything was much more expensive up here and we weren't making the same income we were making in Kansas City at first. So we decided to just go ahead and trade it in. We took the hit and learned the lesson. Honestly, I don't regret getting out of that situation.